Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Thank you for your works. I have been studying you for...
You've stirred up the questions. Without you all, there would be no answers here.
It's exciting. It's really fun to see what shows up in the universe, and I wrote down a question just so I wouldn't forget it. I really enjoy creating. I have a couple different companies that are very different, like a jewelry company, a gift basket company, and a skincare company. And what I love is to come up with the products and come up with the marketing and all the fun things in the beginning of it. And then afterwards it gets kind of boring. But I still have them, but I'm trying to figure out, like, my family just thinks I'm super ADD. And they're like, if you just concentrate on one thing, they all make money, but I'm wondering, because I love creating, how do I know where I should focus my energy into just maybe one thing that I do really well?
Well, what that philosophy incorrectly implies is that you only have so much focus to go around, and so you better not squander it by making it too diverse, and that if you can bring it and narrow the focus, that there will be more power. But the reason that that's a flawed premise is because it's not the subjects to which you are applying your focus that makes the difference. It's the achievement of the alignment of the energy that you are then flowing toward the subjects. Did you hear the difference? Because what people think is there are all these things that I could focus upon and I should just choose one. So they're spending all of their time out here in the action-oriented world, see it, hear it, smell it, taste it, touch it world, where they're trying to decide which of these most deserves their attention. Where what we're talking about is you have the capacity to flow toward all of them. In fact, your vortex, that's where they came from. So all of them are of interest and all of them have a lot of energy and power. So your singular work is to hook up to the energy that you will then flow in as many directions as you want. The best analogy that we could offer right here and now is there are a lot of people that would say, just get hold of the vacuum and vacuum the floor. And we would say, good idea, but we also suggest you plug it in. Plug it in, because there are a lot of people going through a lot of motions. So it's not the subjects to which you are flowing your attention, it's what you do before you flow your attention toward any subject. And haven't you noticed, we certainly know it about you, that a new subject lights you up more. A new subject is of greater interest, but that doesn't mean that the old subjects die. Just don't work against them. Life can cause you to find a subject and you can focus upon it softly, and this source energy will keep it alive forevermore. It's only when you rail against it that you put resistance in the way that prevents the source energy. Oh, let's say it in another way. When you ask, it is given forever. I would like this business to thrive. Feel how pure that is. That's a forever contract that you have with source energy. But when you say, oh, not that business, this business, then it's the not that business that disallows the energy from flowing to it. Not because source is not still interested in it, but because you've got your mind in it now, and your mind is resistant in nature. Did you hear that? Mm-hmm. This energy is eternal. You don't have to keep justifying why it flows, but it is more fun for you if your interest in it, in other words, it's like the treehouse continues to be magnificent. It will stand there long after Esther is no longer in her physical body. It's a magnificent treehouse. So she doesn't need to give more attention to it in order to make sure that it continues to survive. She only gives her attention to it if it's fun to give her attention to it. It's just an excuse for energy to flow through her. That's what you want to think about. It's the excuse for the energy to flow through you. The subject to which it flows to is irrelevant. That's a big statement. Did you hear it?